Young Nab, baby.
What it do? Hey, hip hop ain't dead, it just moved to the DMV. You know. Hey, Mo. Motherfuck hip hop, the culture and the cause. Now when Bama spit, they slop a drip, but where the bars? See, they say your shit fly, 15 looking like a star. Them Bamas pretending, them cars and them hammers was rented. Nah, bruh, I don't understand why you try to verb. My word is my iron, living and dying by my slurs. Articulate your statements like cake baking preparations. Conversations run the nation, that's our reparations. Talk to them, and I ain't even hating, I'm just peeping situations. And I can't even wait, I'm up early to make the bacon. And I can't even fake, my people need to be awakened. A lot of folk be thinking that they both can be mistaken. Nigga, tell me, can you cope? Real life ain't no joke. And I ain't even no gangster, but you don't want no smoke. Nope, look up to Mars, stare at the stars and you'll float. Make your own earthquake real quick with a quote. Oh shit, yeah, it's dope.
Chill. KB, let's get it, nigga.
Hip hop ain't dead, it just moved to the DMV. Right. So many else I've been patching and rapping, it almost took a knee. But thanks to the DMV and the other few factions, we made it happen. Go therapy is hip hop in action. Let's get it cracking, baby. Life is what you make it to be. We send impactful actions through rapping in the DMV. Hearing this bullshit on the radio, got niggas like, what the fuck? Let's find a scope of therapy, errors, finna blow the fuck up. We be's the best of the best, and the rest can never contest us. Cause the mental capacity of which we hold is infinite times your bestest, and yes, it's our time to shine. Now you gotta deal with the silly but intelligent and serious about the real. We on a mission, don't get it twisted. The vision is simple, to lead the DMV to the top of the charts of your mentals with depictions of incidentals on pixels of instrumentals. We pictured the pain and painted our pictures on perfect murals, so you won't forget us. Hell no. So you'll never forget us. Sing it, baby. We love it, baby.
Yo, what it do? It's your boy DE-U. You already know. Dudes Double, Mr. 40 Wild. Welcome back. It's another edition of Go-Go Therapy, another episode, but this is a special edition. This is the white space edition. It's the first time I'm introducing this concept to y'all. And we're going to revisit this concept definitely for sure. Spoiler alert, skip 5 seconds if you don't hear it. We probably will be doing a spinoff of this in podcast form, so stay tuned. But long story short, that what you just heard, that was Hip Hop Ain't Dead. It just moved to the DMV. It's something new by your boy, featuring my man KB. He was on that second verse, and we're going to have some more surprises on that coming in the future. That's just a sneak peek, but this is just a sneak peek of this episode because we're about to go to a commercial break, and I'm going to introduce y'all to KB officially and let y'all, you know what I'm saying, we're going to chop it up real quick, but before we do that, I'm going to just give y'all the definition of white space, you know, because, you know, you can Google white space. It's, you know, it's something that's documented, you know, within art, and this is their definitions, but this is a, you know, Ebonics niggerific definition that that you know I came up and tweaked off something me and my father was talking about in the conversation, and I just encapsulated, you know, the intellectual property. But just get with me, just listen for a second. Like I say, I'm gonna explain what white space is, and we're gonna come back and chat about it with KB. You know what I'm saying, my man, you just heard on the song right after this commercial break. But long story short, white space is a slang term that my father and I came up with. That means to be quiet, pause briefly, and completely slow down mentally. White space is actually instrumental in conversation when you don't merely just say less, but you say absolutely nothing for a brief period in order to completely mentally digest what's being said, as well as give the person you're in conversation with a chance to completely explain their point without interruption. Warning. White space can at times be misconstrued as awkward silence, regardless of intent. So make sure to still show in body language and action that you're engaged while using this in conversation. But appreciate y'all for tuning in. Again, this is season 1, episode 9 of Go-Go Therapy, White Space. We're about to have a commercial break, and we'll be right back with your boy KB and your boy Double D.
Since the beginning of hip-hop, legendary bars have come to you straight from the trunk. Deuce Double, Fat Joe, and For the Future come together to bring you an invitation to hip-hop heads across the globe. D.C., Maryland, Virginia, the Bronx, DMV meets the BX. It's time for change, so we've unearthed legends to bring you a new genre of hip-hop. Deuce Double, you might know him as Mr. 40 Watt, collaborated with the Don that made the whole world lean back. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to welcome you to Go Therapy. Search for us at Go Therapy Podcast on all of your favorite social media outlets.
Spit the truth. All you Bama's offish. All you Bama's lost this. Put me in a pocket like I'm Tabby. I'm gonna rock it. I don't know about Coachella. I was at the first Mochella. Had a talk with Taco Bell's brother. How will go better?
Yo, what it do? It's your boy DE-UCE. It be he. What's goody? We back in the hoodie. You in that Lonely Cloud hoodie. You don't know. It's that Go Therapy, and this is the White Space episode. Yep, White Space. Appreciate y'all sticking with me through the commercial break and all that. You know, he was Khalil, my brother KB, he did a great job, you know what I'm saying, introing on that Hip Hop Ain't Dead. That's who you heard. That's who you about to hear his word coming up next. You know what I'm saying? What's good with you, KB?
Yeah. How you feel, Brody? I'm blessed.
Yeah, blessed and highly favored.
All day, every day.
But we're going to start it off by just a brief intro, just, you know, because you already got intro on the song. That was him on the second verse of Hip Hop Ain't Dead. It just moved to the DMV. He killed the shit out that joint. But,
Thank you.
But what's your take on White Space? We starting off because White Space is, you know, you know me. He know me from the Sandbox, ladies and gentlemen. He know me from what, third, fourth grade, fifth grade?
Fourth grade.
Right. And I was Mr. White Space. I lived inside of the White Space.
Yes, yeah, you did, bro. Yeah, you did.
But what's your take on White Space? I mean, you think it's I mean, I know we just creating it. We trying to get an urban dictionary like me and Pops did with multiplication hip hop. But do you think that that's, I mean, do you agree with what I'm saying? Do you think it's something that's needed, good, bad, in between?
Well, two things. First of all, it should definitely be in the dictionary. Second of all, nothing else needs to be said. You said it all. All I would be doing is just repeating what you said, bro. Real talk.
No, it's necessary sometimes. You know what I mean? It's necessary sometimes. You gotta take a breather. You gotta get some white space. So I mean, but like I'm gonna explain to y'all though that don't know me as well as you may think you know me or you didn't know me that long. When I say I'm Mr. White Space, Clip, tell these Bama's how you said, you know, I was in elementary school.
So elementary school, okay, first of all, growing up, you always taught to watch out for the quiet ones and the smart quiet ones. Okay, those are the ones you even need to have on your side or watch out for. He was both. And, you know, I thought he was going to grow up to be a serial killer. He said nothing. You know what I'm saying? The teacher asked him a question, for example, what's 2 plus 2? He'll write it on his notebook or write it in his notebook and just put his pen down. Won't raise his hand, nothing. Teacher called on him. He just look at her like, what you calling on me for? Turn around, look behind him. Ain't nobody behind him. And, you know, look at me like, you know, what's she calling on me for? She'll call him again. He'll fold his arms, just sit back like he mad or something. Look at me, you know, like what is her problem? So I'll yell out, you know, 4, like that type, you know. And for I say at least 6 months, something like that, like she believed that was his voice. He wouldn't talk. And you know,
I always wonder who the hell that was.
Yeah, that was me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Saving you because you know Miss Nealon didn't play. Plus she was the one bringing all the food in, bro. You can't mess with her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but when he did talk, it was because we was out on the playground. We was either playing basketball or plotting on getting bullies on our side, you know, to stop bullying, but, you know, with us, or they just wasn't bullying at all. It's just not happening. You know what I'm saying? We either going to teach you how to bully right, do it the right way, helping people, or you just not going to do it at all. And that's really what we talked about our whole elementary school career.
You know what's crazy? Because we had lost paths for a second and linked back up, but in between, like, you know, we getting old a little bit, a little bit younger. And I in my mind, I thought I daydreamed that because, like, I used to be the bullies since, like, kindergarten. Not saying I'm a gangster. I'm just saying I would be trying to help someone. This is back when I wasn't talking. Like I said, I was living in white space. I lived inside of the space that's white. And, I'm black.
Yeah.
But I was just, like, my point, I would try to I'd be quiet. And it was probably PTSD now I'm thinking about it that made me start being even more quiet. But I'd be in the line, in Potomac Land, in the line, everybody know you about to go in the line in that door, you're going in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd be happen to be next to a bully or something, and I'd say something that's trying to help him or try, and you should probably do this, or, that's wrong. People going to get that. They didn't ask for my, insight, but I offered it. And then he wanted to fight me, and I was like, oh, dang, you want to fight? Oh, for real? And then everybody, dang, how you beat him up? He's so small. But I mean, so I guess that when we linked up, that really did. I had dreamed. I thought I daydreamed that. I get older.
Nah, Brody,
I smoke weed, so
that was Brody. That was real. The sad part is I was high as hell back then too. So that, you know what I'm saying, that was real.
He was like 8. Nigga, he was high as hell back then.
I started smoking at 8. What you talking about? And tragedy, Brody. Tragedy happens. You understand? Tragedy happens, causes you to do things, and the best thing you can do is take that tragedy and turn it into a positive. You know what I mean? And be honest with you, that's really what happened from elementary school. Learning to take a bully's problem and fix that problem and have that bully not necessarily really on your side, but have that bully's mind changed about whether or not he or she wants to be a bully, or if they still gonna be a bully. Now they're doing it different. Now they're protecting people. Now they're helping people. You know what I'm saying? Versus out there just beating kids up. And we couldn't have that. And we were the 2 smallest kids in the school.
Mm-mm.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, you taking me back, bro. You taking me back. And shout out to my brother Trey Chan. He got a song called Mike Bully. You know what I mean? Because it's not good to be a bully. But I ain't think about it. We was talking the other day. Yeah, I forgot you said that. That was we would talk to him about. Like, at least if you're gonna do it the right way. Use your powers for good. You know what I mean? You're gonna be the Incredible Hulk. Don't just be a Hulk.
Right.
But what I forgot to you. It reminded me too that we was in the spelling bee together. Like, that's another thing. I thought I dreamed that. Because when I was young, I don't know what it is. I thought I dreamed doing the butt. I was like, is that a real song? Because Go-Go wasn't really blowing up. A lot of the joints that was like made, I thought I dreamed it until I got older. I was like, that was a real joint. Damn. Oh, Rare Essence was on MTV Jams. Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
But now, we was in the spelling bee. Like, and the crazy part, when I was thinking that was a guy with a white girl. And you was like, nigga, that was me.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember being in the finals. I swear I don't, bro. My mother used to help me spell a lot. You know what I'm saying? It was like boot camp spelling in the house. So when I went, I was natural for the spelling bee, I guess.
Brody, we made it to the finals, okay, and got kicked off of a stupid words. Okay?
So was I in top 10? 20?
You was in the top 10. You got out.
For real?
Yeah, you got out 2 people before me.
Wow. That's why my mind, because we kids, so your mind don't remember like that. We over 30, so like I'm. Wow, that was you and the white girl. I thought that was a dream, man.
No, it was me, the white girl, you, and the Asian chick. You know what I'm saying? The Asian chick, you and the white girl always went at it. As far as the spelling bee and all of that, that was your rival. My rival was the Asian
back in the
chick.
class. I didn't remember because my mind, if I remember in the class, I was dusting everybody. When I got there, I got nervous.
Hey, man, something happened, Brody. We both must have got nervous because I spelled constitutionality. My very next word was neighborhood. I got put on. I misspelled neighborhood. How you, bruh? You know what I'm saying? Like, both of our words was easy words that we got put off of, and we made it to words like constitutionality. You know what I'm saying? 6th grade. That hurt my pride, bro.
Now, from constitutionality to neighborhood,
yeah, bro.
Everybody in the hood know how to spell neighborhood, even though we say hood.
Apparently, I couldn't, bro.
Nervousness.
You understand how hurt I was?
Should slow down, give yourself some white space.
I had a whole had a whole, you know what? Had a whole 3-piece suit on. That was my white space. What you
Right, looking like a white man.
Hey.
Light skinned ass nigga.
Hey, and I was light bright back then. Handsome as hell. Still am.
I was speaking of being quiet. Thank you for being loud in the terms of numbers. I see we got Pastor Don Jr. on here and King Webb. They ain't said nothing. They just sitting back on mute. But thank you for tuning in. You feel free to chime in because we definitely we about to change up the subject matter because we ain't gonna get too deep on me when I was growing up. But like I had my man from the Sandbox, he had to speak on that because like what was it? Now you didn't even mention. You said you thought I was gonna be a serial killer before we changed subjects.
Brody. My man was so like I was saying, the two types of people, you was always taught about was the bullies and the quiet smart ones. You know what I'm saying? Them the two people that grow up to be serial killers, and I knew for a fact I could have bet my life this dude was gonna be a serial killer, and that for some reason that drew me closer to him. It intrigued me. It was like, yo, okay, I gotta figure out how this dude brain work. You know what I'm saying? And man, that honestly that brought us closer together. You know what I'm saying? We brothers now. So,
but shit. I don't even say I ask. I mean, but because my opinion is, I don't want to ask nobody because apparently I was lived in the white space. But I mean, they sometimes, like I said earlier in the disclaimer, the definition. Sometimes people consider white space awkward silence, even though it's a different thing. You could be in white space in a conversation. You could be in white space and y'all both sitting there quiet. People are like, why are you so quiet? And you having an epiphany and you putting some plans together in your mind, but you ain't telling nobody about it. So my question, or I guess commentary. KB, do you think is being quiet awkward silence? I mean, sometimes I know it is. There's a paradox in that question, but my point is, do you think it's bad to? What's your take on awkward silence? Because that's a word and I'm gonna give you my take on awkward silence after you give me yours.
All right, so for me, awkward silence, it falls under the category of what society deems to be weird. You know what I'm saying? When you have awkward silence, there is that awkwardness it feels weird to you. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that you used to. It's not something that you look forward to a lot of the times. But at the same time, it's one of those things that when you pay attention to it, it tells a whole story. You know what I'm saying? That there's a story behind it. There's a reason that person is not speaking or not having, that particular emotional event, so to speak, going on within inside of them. You know what I'm saying? Or within that situation. And most of the time, when you look deeper to see what's going on, you'll find just a lot of times it's either trauma or it's just that person that's just them. They're just a quiet person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you get to know these people, man. These quiet people are cool as hell. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna lie to you. Quiet people they funny too. Right. Because where they speak is in their actions. It's in their emotions that they show on their face. Things of that nature. And that is hilarious, dog, to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like a picture. You know what I'm saying? That picture is a million words, but you got a moving picture. That's you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Charlie Chaplin. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Moving picture, no words, but nothing. It should pique all interest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You should want to find out what's going on with this person. Why is this person acting this way? And then how is this person living within inside of themselves? Once you get there, man, like I'm telling you, you find out life is great. It starts to help to break down psychiatry of people. You know what I'm saying? The psychology of how the brain works. The psychiatry of why this person is reacting this way.
Right. Because it gets loud in your silence. It's meditation in your silence.
Yeah.
So now I get what you're saying.
And then one last thing, you never know what a person's going through at any point in time, and we all always going through something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when there's that silence there,
right, it's not always awkward, but
right, it's not always awkward. Then,
but it's perceived as the cliche,
right,
9 times out of 10.
And society is deemed awkward to be weird. I don't, and they deem that in such a way of being negative.
Right.
And that's not a negative to me. I'm very weird.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a very awkward person according to society.
Right.
And I love it. That, to me, that makes me normal. You know what I'm saying? So.
Now I feel you, because I mean, in a nutshell, I'm still my buddy who's online looking right now, him and King Webb, and they can chime in if they want to, take their mics off mute, because I'm a still Don's thing. I'm still saying, he says it's the unsaid stuff is very loud.
Yeah.
And that's just like in a nutshell what you just said. You kind of articulated, you got a little in depth, but the unsaid stuff is very loud.
100%.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Come on, man. I have to give meaning behind what that means. And it's one thing to say your wife's cheating on you. You ain't got to say nothing when you find her in bed with your best friend. And that's a very vulnerable situation, but the real of it is the things that speak the laws are the things not said, meaning that you're going to hear something somebody says by their actions more so than what they actually talking.
True.
I dropped the mic.
Hey, mic drop. Amen.
Amen, brother.
Amen, Pastor Don Jr., CEO.
You understand? Shout out to that man. He know what he talking about. Y'all better listen.
But look, I'm gonna give you my point of view on that, because y'all both touched on that, so I'm gonna piggyback off that. But my point of view on awkward silence, I mean, I get it. I mean, I'm not going to be dismissive, because I grew up in white space, and I was the awkward silent one. But I mean, I do know there are times when you're being silent and it's awkward. Like someone's like, "Hey, you got some gas money?" You just looking at them, you ain't saying nothing.
Exactly.
Like how you said, like Cleo was saying, I used to do when teachers was, ask me questions in class and stuff like that. So I get it. But like, I mean, my thing about the awkward silence, it's a saying. It's kind of like a compound word, because everybody puts it together when people think of silence. It's on quote unquote cliche 9 times out of 10. And I'm drifting, but my point of view on it is that Western culture kind of killed imagination with several things, but not to get too deep into that. That's another podcast. With awkward silence in particular, what we're talking about, because it's certain times, like how Khalil said, you're being silent, you're getting meditating, you're getting in tune with something. Like I've had plenty of times I'm talking with someone, and they're just of their speed of how they move or how they perceive me or look at me or just whatever's going on in that day or time. I've had several times with certain people, individuals, or maybe several people, where it's like, "What's wrong? You good? You all right? Why you ain't saying nothing?" And they didn't realize why it seemed awkward to them in my silence. In my silence, I was still in tune with what's going on around me. I wasn't, oblivious to what's happening. But I really had an epiphany on my personal levels of stuff that I need to work on, that I am working on, and stuff's growth, and like 1 + 1 = 2 far as stuff for me that I'm doing. So it wasn't even nothing awkward. But and then to get deeper in what I'm saying, why I think the Western culture killed imagination with that word in particular, or that saying in particular, because I mean, your imagination is where people get IP, intellectual property. Like you think of some lyrics, you put it on, write it down, you record it, it gets produced, mass produced, distributed. You do videos and you make 1 million sales, or you come up with a product and it comes out, but you thought about it first. So if your imagination isn't there, I mean, you need space and time. Like some people have busy lives, they got wives, kids, whatever jobs. They might not get 2 seconds, and when they got their 2 seconds to chill, they're watching stuff, doing stuff, cooking stuff. So I mean, this silence is golden. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with it. But I mean, again, back to what I said, I'm not going to act like awkward silence doesn't exist. But to me, that's an oxymoron. That's like when people say feminine intuition. So men don't have intuition? They do. And I believe feminine intuition personally is a little stronger than ours, because they're more emotional, we're more logical. So it just is what it is. But I mean, that's just my perspective on it. Like, it's no such thing as awkward silence. And there's a paradox, because it is. It's a certain time, it's like if we were silent for 10 minutes, like 20 seconds, and then we came back and started talking again. It was a great podcast. That's some awkward silence. It does exist, but like not in the cliche way where have people use it. And you guys feel free to chime in on my perspective because we're gonna go to another place after that. But I know I probably piqued some ideas for you guys.
Real quick. As far as
go ahead, KB.
How you feel about Western culture and it
the white man,
stupid, and it messing things up. So the biggest thing with it, and I agree with you on it. The biggest thing with it is that words have meaning, and words have original meaning.
And you casting spells.
And we in this Western culture, we have taken words out of its original meaning and placed them in places they don't belong, and using them in ways they should not be used. And now when people go to look up the definition and actually see what that word means, and they start using it as the definition, now we have a whole conflict of what people are talking about.
Now, I agree with you. I mean, it's your perspective, but I agree with you because, like, if you notice, a lot of cultures say English is one of the hardest languages to learn.
Well, that's because you have stupid words. Okay, you got 30 words that mean the exact same thing, but they mean 40 other different things, and then we have taken it to, okay, well, we're going to use this one word that's got 50 different definitions and use it for something that it ain't got nothing to do with.
Right.
And it's just like, okay, now we are confusing these youngins growing up. They don't know what the hell to believe. Okay, the definition, the dictionary says the word means this, but when you hear it out here, it ain't got nothing to do with the definition.
Right.
So now they confused, and now we got all this. That's really where a lot of the stupidity and all of that comes from.
Right.
And dealing with things like awkward silence. Y'all not even using the word right, and you putting it with another word. And now you want us to believe, oh, this is this. No. These words have meanings, and when you use these words with these words with the correct meanings, then we all will be able to, the articulation is better, understanding is better, learning is better. It's easier.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Common sense starts to come into play when you know what words mean.
Right.
That's how, like I said, that's how I feel it killed it. It's killing it. You know what I'm saying? You get the words right, you get life right.
Right. Yeah, you got to be etymologist. My OG taught me that. You got to study words. You know what I mean? Meaning to feel it behind them because, it is, again, I'm not the women that think I'm bashing them. I love women to death. You got the Sexy Lady, my most popular song. So, women are right when they say the way you say stuff matters.
Yeah.
As men, we are more logical creatures. Women are more emotional, but quote unquote tend to be. But so we'll say some stuff like, what I said, and not even thinking about how we say it. So like that's also powerful too. That's like a body language type of thing.
Yeah. Because
body language, even if you don't say nothing, it's more powerful than words. But like people don't get, I'm sure Don could chime in with that. He's of the word. You know what I'm saying? And life and death is in the power of the word.
Life and death is in.
Again, I'm still dying. Shit, not to cut you off. You got to smile and dial.
Yeah.
You got to smile and dial.
Life and death is in the power of the tongue. Yes, it is. And once again, what do you use your tongue for? To speak. You speak words, and as long as you speaking words in the correct manner, like I said, man, life becomes easier. Things you are able to see things for what they are versus what somebody else wants you to see.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're able to look deeper. Just knowing words, you're able to look deeper within inside of yourself.
Right, because I'm going to come later on with a thing I have called ultimate truth, because everybody has their truth, but then there's ultimate truth. Mm-hmm. So you can kind of see that and that's just back to my point of white space and why I don't believe awkward silence, what we're just talking about, because, I believe it exists. I'm not going to be, but paradoxically, I don't believe in it because, how would you be able to do the things if you don't take the time to pause and digest?
True.
It's not going to happen.
True.
And you'll find yourself just saying words that end up hurting people's feelings, even if you have a good intention, because you didn't give it enough space. You didn't give it enough silence, even if it might have been awkward right then. Well, right now it has to be awkward. Let them get everything off their chests. Keep your point. Don't forget your point. Sometimes we cut people off because, you know, we want to help them. And we were talking about this the other day, Khalil. Like, if you want, and I got to paraphrase it from my father, just a long story short, me and Khalil conversation. That'd be all over the place. When someone's talking, and if in that moment you're irritating them, you could speak saying something that could literally change their life completely. They can't really take it in. And not saying you're wrong, but in that moment, you're wrong. Yeah, you might as well just get the awkward silence up. That's how you want to call it. But no, it's more so giving them white space, giving them time. And even in that time, you may find a better way to say what you want to say to them.
Yeah.
Because you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
Not at all. But at the same time, you know, when you leading that horse to water, what you saying to that horse on the way to the water? You know what I'm saying? Right. No, you can't make them drink, but you can let them know when you do drink, you'll feel better. You know what I'm saying? When you do drink, you won't be dehydrated. And you're giving them, as long as you're giving them the proper knowledge of what it is that you're leading them to, you know what I'm saying? They'll follow you and they'll drink. That's real talk. That's life.
Right.
That's life. You know what I'm saying? Mother Earth taught us that. Mother Earth taught us that. And if you just gotta pay attention. History teaches us that. History.
Right.
The history that they want us to believe teaches you that. Think about that. Think about that.
Nah, that's real. That's real talk. That's definitely real talk. But since Khalil sounded like he's a pastor right now, as we got Pastor Don Jr. CEO and my man King Webb. Khalil's definitely on his king mode right now. I'm gonna go ahead and give you your flowers, and we're gonna go ahead. We got your intro, but tell them a little about yourself. I mean, I know they heard a little bit in the music, but you gave me so many shout outs. I appreciate it. You know, I got calls from a couple people that let preview did the hip hop joint, you know, and they was like, "Damn, who was that joint? Yeah, he killed that joint for you, didn't it? You really set the tone for the go-go therapy era and movement we doing." But I mean, just give him a brief, elevated speech of your life story. Cause I mean, we're gonna come back to this, but like me and him, like, bro, we got to see Beanie Siegel recently, you know, and I'm gonna give you the short end of my story, so I'm gonna let him fully talk. He gonna end it off of that. But like, we got to see Beanie Siegel recently. We've been recording like a fool last 48 hours. We've recorded 24, 48 hours, at least 3-4 songs.
Yep.
Right in the house. You got to pull up studio. Yes, Shout out Blizzo. Love you, bro. You just Skylar and the gentleman. But my point is, like, my brother was, everybody know I talk about the secret, the law of attraction. He used the law of attraction years ago with his brother Ty. Shout out Ty. And I need to shout out my man Slick. Slick had hit me up and he was like, bro, we got Beanie Siegel in the studio and we have no audio engineer around. I was like, say less, I'm on the way. But then I called him back. I was like, bro, I'm way in the boonies of DMV. I'm out by Cabell Heights, Sea Pleasant. Then my folks had to come from Columbia, pick me up. Then we got to go meet you out VA. He was like, man, we don't got nobody in here. I was like, cool, say less. We on the way. Khalil came through. My point about the law of attraction, the secret. I didn't realize Khalil had his brother Ty with him. That's why I said shout out Ty. We get to the spot,
bro.
Yeah, love you, bro. But like, Khalil is more so my folks. I know Ty, we all grew up. All my folks, 440 Watt, all them. We all family. But like, my point is we get there and Khalil was like, y'all go ahead. I'm like, what? Now y'all go ahead. So we go in. So it's like, that's still my brother, mind you. Like Ty, we and him cool. We done work AV jobs, whatever. But I'm like, damn, I don't know how you gonna act in front of Beanie. Mind you, I didn't realize him and Khalil have used the law of attraction years ago. The secret. They was like, man, if we ever see Beanie Siegel and Khalil can chime in on this conversation too as well in a second. But like, if we ever see Beanie Siegel, man, I like to have this conversation. So when they get there, this just so happens to become a Ty. I didn't realize that at that moment it was Ty's birthday. Beanie Siegel, one of his favorite artists. And then they went and had that conversation him and Khalil talked about years ago. That one day if I see him, I'm gonna have this conversation. And Beanie Siegel, I'm sitting there trying to get the studio rocking and turning headphones and mic and stuff on. He pop up and is like, dog, talking to Ty, like, dog, no one's ever asked me that question before. The question they was thinking, if they ever see me, they asked me, like, bro, I've been on Brothers Club. Nori, he got close people, but he ain't asked me exactly that question before. So, I mean, yeah, like, like, that was a crazy moment for me because I'm thinking in my mind, my point, like, I don't want to battle myself out with him fanning out for Beanie. Then when I'm here in there, I'm realizing he's his number one fan. And by the end of the night, long story short, Beanie just won't stop talking to that man. Beanie's talking to him, and they talking about just, real nigga shit, like they say. But Khalil give you his side of that and give you the more in depth of that. You can end it out of that. But like, give me a synopsis. Like, since we talk about elementary school, tell them what you've been doing. Like, I had the fam. Like when I was in high school, and it come to find out this thing got a group called the fam as well.
Yeah. So basically, I grew up, depressed and angry and just a real hurt child. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with a lot. And so, growing up, after I left Deuce, I basically turned myself around, and stop letting myself be engulfed with, my hurt and my anger and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I started putting it into songs. So high school came, I started the fam. I was in 96. Just basically a group of people who we all believe in the same thing. You know what I'm saying? We all believe in family, and we all believe that our family should have money. You know what I'm saying? So that was our fam. You know what I'm saying? Fam and money. But, everything takes a turn. You know what I'm saying? And thank God I was able to bounce back and met back up with Deuce, you know what I'm saying, doing AV work, you know what I'm saying, and we got in the studio type thing afterwards, and just basically getting to re-know each other again and realizing that the bond that we had in elementary school just only got bigger and brighter. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that both of us had a hell of a transformation in our lives. You know what I'm saying? He started talking. You know what I'm saying? I started making sure what? You know what I'm saying? I started making sure, I looked at God more. You know what I'm saying? Talked to God more. Figure out what my life was about. You know what I'm saying? What road I'm supposed to go down. Thank God I got 8 kids. All of them blessed, straight A students. Got four 18 and over.
You got like what, 2 baby mothers?
2 baby mothers.
Not a lot of people can say that, men or women.
Yeah, 2 baby mothers, and I'm a granddad. You know what I'm saying? So God has been blessing me. And now to lead back up to the Beanie story. So my favorite artist of all time is Babyface. And a few years ago, Babyface came to D.C. did a concert. My brother from jail got me tickets and a ride to see Babyface on my birthday. So, years later, Deuce hit me. As a matter of fact, this year, Deuce hit me, my brother's birthday. I took him out to Germantown to go to, I don't know what place it was, but you could play pool and laser tag and all this other stuff. Took him out there for his birthday. Deuce hit me, and the only thing I read on the text message was Beanie Siegel. Found my brother immediately, showed him the text message. He said, let's go. So we in Germantown, Maryland. I had to go to Capitol Heights, pick up Deuce, drive to Florida. Drive to Virginia. You know what I'm saying? I ain't asked for no gas money or none of that because Deuce was able to.
Now you turned down gas money.
Definitely turned it down too as well. But Deuce put me in a position to be able to be that blessing to my brother that he's been for me. You know what I'm saying? And then be able to do it better type thing because I got to see Babyface perform. He got to meet and sit down and talk to Beanie Siegel and ask him the question that we've been asking ever since that song came out. You know what I'm saying? The song was, I Could Feel It in the Air. You know what I'm saying? If you listen to the words to that song, that's a very impactful song. He felt that. That was from his heart. And right after he came out with that song, he got locked up. And the question that, you know, I had, and me and my brother had was, so how do you feel knowing that that particular song that, you know what I'm saying, that came from your heart is playing, is basically number one right now at that time? And you locked up and all the people that's there, you know what I'm saying, is feeling it. Like, how did you feel? You know what I'm saying? And like my brother got to ask him that question. That's part of the reason I sent my brother in first. I came out, you know what I'm saying, came in, met him, talked to him. Beanie Siegel didn't smoke his J with nobody else but me, my brother, Deuce, and my folks that came in. You know what I'm saying? That meant something to me. Then I got to have a little 2-3 minute with him and let him know, look, I redid that particular song. And I want to put it on my album, you know what I'm saying? One of my albums called Paying Homage. And, you know, he basically looked at me, was like why type thing. So I told him, you know what I'm saying, that song meant something to me. And, you know, what I wrote is going to mean something to a lot of other people. And I had to let him know that his struggles, the things that he went through, things that, you know, other artists like Scarface, Bone Thugs, you know, all them other artists that came before me, everything that they went through wasn't just for them. It was for us too, because their struggles helped me and my brother and folks that I know get through things that we were going through. You know what I'm saying? And able to go through those things with, you know, we still here. So it was the, you know, not necessarily the least amount of drama or whatever, but, you know, the least amount enough to whereas we still here right now to this day. I'm on this podcast right now. You know what I'm saying? And he looked at me and he was just like, yeah, well, I'm with it. Go ahead. Do it. You know what I'm saying? That meant something to me. You know what I'm saying? Beanie is a great dude. You know what I'm saying? He got a big heart. And for him to, he also let me know that, you know, for him to hear that his struggles and the things that he went through blessed other people and blessed them to the point to whereas they're able to be strong, they're able to do everything that they were supposed to do.
Music,
you know what I'm saying,
resonated in your life. Right.
Yes, you know what I'm saying?
Great.
He let me know that, you know what I'm saying, that he felt that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's the Beanie story. You know, Deuce trying to one up me, so to speak.
Nah, you got the one up, man. You got the one up because these last couple of songs, nigga, I just literally text my brother. Shout out. I won't even say his name just out of respect to Don, but I text my brother early and I was like, bro, I think that's probably the best freestyle I ever did. That I recorded though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On the matter of fact, on the song that we're gonna play on the end out of this episode.
Hey,
what you call it? Disturbing my peace.
Disturbing my peace, baby.
Just need some white space. Just give me some white space. You know what I'm saying? Just give me a little bit of white space.
Figured you would have had enough of that, Brody.
Hey, but I shout out to everybody that's you know, that's listening, you know, that's taking it in because I'm working on a book, and I'm not trying to work on a book. I'm working on a book, and it's going to be a movie as well, and it's going to be something different called The Art of Pimpin' Life, Trap Ninja, The Art of Pimpin' Life. It's a book about conversation. And the intro to the book is White Space. So everybody that heard this, make sure I keep tapping in with the Go-Go Therapy podcast because White Space is his own thing where me and Khalil already been talking about. We're going to make a whole spinoff of that, you know,
yes,
on the Go-Go Therapy. And it may end up getting its own podcast page here on Podbean and everywhere else. Hey. So, you know, we appreciate everybody tuning in. I definitely appreciate Don Jr., CEO, and King Webb because, you know, I feel like I got an audience. This is the first time I had people just on there. You know what I mean? Well, it's not the first time.
Much love to y'all.
It's not the first time.
To y'all.
Again,
y'all.
Thanks to Don.
Yes, sir.
If y'all was anything y'all want to chime in, you know what I'm saying? If not, you know what I'm saying? I'll take a couple seconds of silence as the white space that you don't want to chime in. Because you want your peace of mind. We about to leave them with their peace of mind.
I just want to say one last thing. God is good all the time. And all the time, God is good. Trust his process. You will make it.
Right. Enjoy the process. Hey, find your peace. Or find your peace.
Just so you can find release.
Love y'all niggas.
Why niggas gotta fuck with me? Why niggas can't let me be? Every time a nigga find his peace, you make a nigga gotta find his peace just to find release. Why niggas gotta fuck with me? Niggas gotta fuck with me. Why niggas gotta fuck with me? Why the fuck they won't let me be? Every time a nigga find his peace, you make a nigga gotta find his peace just to find release. Why niggas gotta fuck with me? Why the fuck they won't let me be? Every time a nigga find his peace, you make a nigga gotta find his peace just to find release.
When that shit get to poppin' off, cause I ain't stopping, I'm finishing all of the beef. When I pull up, killers following me. Niggas get scared and start calling police. When I'm standing on business, I don't need no witnesses, I gotta kill them all. I'm giving all of these niggas hell, better pray to God that he heal them all. Damn, it's too easy. How can I murder so easy? Don't none of these niggas believe me till they down on that ground bleeding. When I'm cooking the beef, get greasy. Cause I stay on my mission, you wanna fuck with me to make a decision. You make the wrong move, then I'm making you missing. Be floating somewhere in the lake with it. You gotta be careful with all of that hating and dissing. My killers that's with me, they stay with extinct. We don't end in that beef, we don't play with dimensions. I don't give a fuck, I'm okay with a sense. I'm a petty nigga, I hold grudges. Fuck the prosecutor, motherfucking judges. All I want is peace, but if you want some beef, then that's okay with me. I motherfucking love it, that's why niggas fuck with me.
Why the fuck they won't let me be? Every time a nigga find his peace, you make a nigga gotta find his peace just to find release. Why niggas gotta fuck with me? Why the fuck they won't let me be? Every time a nigga find his peace, you make a nigga gotta find his peace just to find release. Why niggas gotta fuck with me? 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 Why niggas gotta fuck with me?
Why niggas gotta fuck with me? Cause they know they can't fuck with me. Cause they see me getting bucks and they give you record drugs. Fuck, you thought that shit was luckily. Fuck you, you don't fuck with me. Good or bad, I'm stuck with me. Unbalanced, that's Libra, you don't wanna see the other side when we slice ugly. Yeah, that's right, I said we, my G. Mr. 40 Watt and double D. Gotta keep my peace, so I gotta keep my peace. 22 caliber and 40 G. With a 22 or 43. You're better off just ignoring me. My mind ain't right, I ain't rap too tight, and we both can't afford a RIP. Time and time again. You try to lend a helping hand. Your family's not my friend. Yeah, they hot and they pretend. No, they cannot rock with the men. Watch how you talking then. If not plot, get pop drop, then reaper coming in.
Why niggas gotta fuck with me? Why the fuck they won't let me be? Every time a nigga find his peace, you make a nigga gotta find his peace just to find release. Why niggas gotta fuck with me? Why the fuck they won't let me be? Every time a nigga find his peace, you make a nigga gotta find his peace just to find release. Why niggas gotta fuck with me? 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 I be trying to breathe, but you motherfuckers making a mission to see me die and bleed like I ain't one of the last of a dying breed. Niggas sit the fuck down and find your weed instead of I am me, cause I am the reason that you niggas have the mind to breathe. You forget that you forbidden to deny the chief. This a tribe I grieve, another tribe displeasing. You will not disrespect, I never mind. I'm a mission to obliterate any nigga who fucking with me, making your dress put you in a debt. I got a buck 50, double the dudes trying to relax and come and fuck with me. Even with shit stains for brains, you couldn't flush with me. Talking that shit to get you fucked up quick, bitch. I know where you live, don't you ever think you slick, bitch. I'ma show up at your crib with 100 rounds of this, bitch. Show you what disturbing my peace means to this nigga. Should've never fuck with me. I would normally never bust for free. But don't wait. We would never rap so tight to be played. That's exactly why you have no time to waste. Cause I feel like a body diminished the angel inside. Embrace the atheist, demonically angering time. Weaponized by defeating the devil and wearing his hide. Knowing that I'm coming for you and your whole bloodline.